Okay, so welcome back to Gumadee's Coins and Banknotes, and today's pump and dump time. Yeah, let's pump and dump that silver. So we have what you can actually find in Switzerland. Up the top we have the copper nickel coins, and these were first issued in 1968. Although some of the silver coins, for the 5 francs, were minted in 1969 to cover the actual demand for coinage. But basically, Switzerland changed over to copper nickel coins because the price of these ones went over face value. So these were pretty much being hoarded, melted, exported, and it was causing a deficiency in the half one and the actual 2 franc coin. So a lot of these dates you're probably going to find hard to get because they would have been remelted, and a majority of them would have been turned back into the bank. So the bank would have started to really take these silver coins out of circulation as soon as it started issuing the copper nickel. That's just a normal thing. But how would it actually do? Well, basically you would have had to do it manually. There was no real good computer systems back then, and you would have had to base on dates. So that's basically because the designs are actually the same. So that also would have confused a lot of people, because whether you like it or not, the majority of people don't really collect coins. They don't collect gold, they don't collect silver. They rely on the actual currency issued by the government. And yeah, so this is going to be a little bit around about silver. So we have a lot of coins you can buy in silver, and there has been a big rally in the actual price of silver. So what you're looking at here is a 5 franc coin from 1954. So this coin was from the coin that was minted between 1931 and 1969. So in 1968 the silver price went up. The half one and 2 actually was over face value, so they were withdrawn from circulation, so there was a deficiency. And really the only coin you could probably use is the 20 Rupiah, which is the highest base metal coin. Although initially in 1850 that was a billion coin, so less than 20% silver. And this coin, because the actual value of this one doesn't correspond to the value of this 2 franc coin, because in 1931 they dropped it from 25 grams to 15 grams, and they changed the silver content. So this one is 10 grams, and they're 83.5, so they didn't actually change the ratio. This one's 15 grams, so really for this to be equivalent to that this would need to be 25 grams, which was the previous one. So there was a disjunct between the value of these ones. So this coin was only 1.5 of this, so really the value of the 5 franc in 1968 was only pretty much 3 francs of silver. So that's basically what happened to this coin and why it was minted in 1969. Now, as for the silver value of this coin, currently it is at 47.5. So earlier on this year it probably would have been about $25. So this one has started to become almost impossible for people to purchase for just a set, just a coin collection. If you wanted to silver stack, yeah, you could probably silver stack these in Europe, in Switzerland. In Australia they're not as common. You need to import them, which if you're going to get quite a lot of these, it's going to cost a lot of money, especially postage, and you might get stumped with import tax. So what is on this coin? Yeah, it's actually quite a nice coin design. Here we have the curly head herdsman. People identify him as William Tell, and if you don't know who William Tell is, now we're not too sure if he actually existed, but he's supposed to have assassinated Albrecht Gesser, who was Austrian Duke of in the region of Uri, so the canton of Uri. On this side we just had the coat of arms of Switzerland, and we have on one side we have Edelweiss. Okay, has 4 flowers, nice beautiful flowers, and on this side we have Rusty Leaf Alpenrose, so, and it also has flowers as well. And we have Burn Mint, I was going to say Berlin, but that's an A, 1954. So how many mint, what was the mintage in 1954 for this coin? 6.6 million. That's on the high part of the mintage of this coin. Seems 1967, 13.817 million is the actual highest ever. So this one's on the high range. And the low range for these coins is 1952 for 155,000. Some of these mintages are actually missing, especially for specimen coins. And I'm not too sure. And there's also varieties, so each of these has edge varieties. But we're not too sure. I think 1967 is the most prominent. And that's how you drop coins. So basically what's going to happen on Monday. So on Monday, the stock market's going to open because it's been closed since Friday. It was only closed over Christmas, and it'll be open for probably about, okay, you got 29th, 30th, 31st, so 3 days, and then we'll see what happens with the silver price, and it'll close over the New Year's. So maybe the silver price has still been going up. Now, why has the silver price been going up? Well, there's lots and lots of hypotheses. Some people say it's, well, I've said this before, it's the increased use in electronics and uptake of electronics that needs silver because it's one of the best conductors. It is probably, for me, probably just people pulling their money out of other areas, like the stock market are probably getting a bit jittery because the United States economy is not doing good. Well, Chinese economy is also not doing good, and they're trying to put it into a safe haven. The Bitcoin has actually gone down 50,000, so a lot of people probably would have lost money if they brought it at 180,000, I think, Australian dollars. Now it's gone down to 130,000 Australian dollars. So that would have burnt a lot of people. Well, it's always been burning people. And a lot of people probably taken profits, taken it out, see that it's not good, and they've probably put it in silver. That's just what I think is going to happen. And then when things turn, they'll probably withdraw it from silver and actually put it somewhere else. It's also another hypothesis in which people are saying that a lot of the paper contracts being converted into silver, so the physical silver like this, and they are wanting to take delivery of it for industrial goods or whatever. So basically that is what is happening, but we'll see what happens Monday. But all I know is that silver goes up, silver goes down, and it only very rarely actually goes up this fast, this price, and a lot of people are getting excited. So I really don't follow a lot of the YouTube channels that actually spouse all this silver's going to $1 billion and all that stuff. I think we will see in the future. I think it's going to crash anyway. Thank you very much. Have an awesome CoinBankNet collecting time. Just be careful where you put your money, like I do. Not.